Guys, are you ready for the ultimate showdown this weekend at UFC 298? Join me in the action by leaving your picks for the fights in the comments below. I have teamed up with DraftKings Sportsbook, and right now, new customers get a no-sweat bet. You can get a bonus bet back in the amount of your original bet if your pick doesn't hit. Minimum deposit $5. Sign up using my promo code Sonnen. And DraftKings has something for existing customers as well. All customers get SGP insurance every day. Get a bonus bet back if one leg of your SGP bet loses. Minimum number of legs required and max bet vary. And if sports betting is not yet available in your state, do not worry. You can still join in on all the fun with DraftKings Daily Fantasy. New customers, use my promo code Sonnen and you get a no sweat bet. So click on the link below and download the DraftKings Sportsbook app right now. Only at DraftKings Sportsbook. Max Holloway does not care about placement at UFC 300. Max Holloway says that his match with Justin Gaethje is the people's main event. Now, how did we get here? Because we got someone real smart that did a real good job and deserves to come out and take a bow. Was it Max? I mean, think about that. The card, for the way it is established right now, I know we've got more to come, but he's right. That's the one that pops off the page. That is the main event. Of all the announcements that came, boy, they were exciting. I mean, think about just Garbrandt and Figueiredo, just for example, the curtain jerker. You were excited when you heard about that. Or think about Grundy and Nickel. You were excited when you heard about that. Our Arm's going to be going in there, taking on Charles. And Islam has already said, I'm going to take on the winner. Like, we were excited about that. But you were more excited. It jumped more off the page. Whoa! Eyes got a little bit bigger. Excitement got a little bit higher for Max versus Gaethje than it did for any of those. How the hell did we get here? Because, see, that's been overlooked, and it shouldn't be. We got to back up. Guys, nobody asked for that fight. Nobody. There is no headline. If you go and do a Google search right now, there is no headline that will associate Max and Gaethje that predates the announcement of that fight. So how did we get here? How do you get a title fight between divisions, right? You got a 45-pounder against a 55-pounder, a true super fight. This is an incredible matchup. I cannot wait for this matchup. I love that the BMF belt is up for grabs. I love everything that Gaethje's putting on the line. I disagree with Islam's assessment that of the fights on the card, he takes on the winner of Charles and Arm. I disagree with that. I believe that Islam's to take on the winner of Gaethje Holloway. And moreover, he's got to take on Gaethje if Gaethje beats Holloway. That I'm very bullish on that statement. How did we get here? This is a remarkably good job and a remarkably good catch by Max. Like, Gaethje is able to do something that Masvidal never was. Masvidal was never able to defend that belt. He got it, he won it, he was not able to add a lineage to it. He didn't know how. And I don't believe that Gaethje is somehow better than Masvidal. Because step one, if you're Masvidal, to fixing that, to go out and defend the belt, step one is you have to figure out why you didn't. Why were you not offered? Why was it not just automatic? How and why could I possibly be a champion in your organization and I bring said championship to the ring and I don't have to put it on the line? It's a real simple answer, by the way, and I've been doing this to you guys for 2 years, just making you beg me to tell you why. But either way, that was the number one thing that stopped Masvidal. He didn't understand why it was happening. I don't think Gaethje knows. But he still is able to defend it and add a lineage and make history. He's got history right now just by having it. The second to ever have it, the first to defend it. And those are the records that you really want. You want first. Because every record is going to be broken. Records were made to be broken. The one that you can't break is first. So it's a big deal. Managers got together, got this done. 300, ultra competitive, got this done. Got it assigned, got it placement without even knowing what the card is. It took up a spot. It took a spot up right away. Get it signed, get it done. These are the guys we want. It is the people's main event as of now. But how did we get here? Was this all a backroom deal? Did they feel that there was a need and or a desperation? Because it wouldn't be true. I mean, this fight wasn't signed today, or this fight's being signed 2 weeks from now, where, hey, I just got to fill a card up and I need something that people want to see. Let me throw a belt up that I've never defended. It's not like that. This was one of the first ones done. This was a match that when the UFC heard about or thought of in their own minds, perhaps they're the genesis of this. But it's a match that they loved. They wanted it. They wanted to get that done. Don't waste any time. Get this signed. Get these guys. Let Max know. Not cutting weight. We're bulking up. You and Gaethje. Get DraftKings in on it. Have them start a line. I mean, there was a lot that went into this. There was a lot that went into a historic first ever defense. A historic UFC 300. A historic event. Was given a fight that no one ever asked for, ever. A random guy on Twitter playing matchmaker. You know what I would do is if I had the magic wand is I would make Max fight Justin. No one said that. I'd make Max fight Justin and I put it at 300 for the BMF belt. No one would have ever said that. They would have been laughed at. Our community would have come and said, hey, let me let you know right now, they're not defending the BMF belt. Masvidal had the belt. He's a bigger star than he didn't get to defend it. They're not going to defend it. Don't even say that idea. That's what would have happened. Nobody did say it. I want to see Max Holloway versus Justin Gaethje. Why? What about that matchup do you want to see? What about their past do you want to see? What story or loose ends is there that you want? No one's ever said it, but they still got the fight. I really want to know how. What was the genesis? Did this come up in the war room one Tuesday? Between Sean and Mick and Hunter and Dana, is that what one of them had the idea? Maybe. Somebody had it. Did Max have it? Does Max have a problem with Justin? Did Justin have the idea? Does he have a problem with Max? Did he call out a smaller guy and he was willing to risk not only his title, but his number one contendership opportunity? Because there's so much on this fight, nobody's discussing it. Max, for the first time, discussed it a little bit just to say that people are looking forward to it. He called it the people's main event. But there's something about this story, this untold story, that should be told. Max versus Justin for the belt was somebody's idea. Who is that person? And how did they come to that conclusion?